Hey everyone, it's Artsy. Merry late Christmas and happy early New Year. And today, well, judging by the title of the video, you already know. But before I get into that, I am so sorry. I wanted to get this out on Christmas, but yeah, that ended up not happening. I tried, but then I ate cinnamon rolls and a sugar crush for 2 to 3 hours because for some reason, every time I eat something with cinnamon in it, I pass out. And while I was trying to record the speed paint portion for this video, my computer crashed. Twice. So yeah, I was not having a fun time. Sorry, off topic. Let's get back to the video. I'm going to be redesigning my Fnaf OCs that I made in a previous video. Now for those of you who are new to my channel and haven't watched the previous video, here they are. Their names are Cloudy Sky and Starry Sky. More daycare animatronics. So yeah, when I first made them, I kind of just made them up as I went. I kind of knew what I wanted, but then at the same time, I wasn't so sure if the designs were solid enough. I'm not good at designing OCs, especially when it comes to designing clothes, so I figured why not take another shot at designing them. And you guys are lucky because I actually thought up of some lore for them, or a bit of a backstory, or at least a little bit of it. I'm not 100% sure what else I want to do with them. Just that I wanted to do more with them in the future, so yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So let me start off first by telling you what I changed. For the outfits, basically everything, except for the bows because I thought they were really cute. I think it really makes Cloud and Star look more innocent, like a real child caretaker, or someone that would take care of kids. And as for the outfits for both, I completely changed a good majority of it. They both basically have the same outfit, a frilly skirt, a small top, these arm cuff sleeves that I see on a lot of other daycare attendant OCs. I thought they were cute and decided to add them to the design. I also gave them these little, I think they're called leg warmers or something. I don't know what they are called, but yeah. Another thing I kept was their light purple shoes, and of course the bells that the daycare attendants usually have on their wrists. And of course I added the signature ribbons that are common with daycare attendant OCs, but instead of them being red, I made them pink. I know they look red in the video because of the shading, but they are pink. Just because, I don't really know why I made them pink. I just wanted something different than the red that Sun and Moon wear. Now let me be honest with you guys, I was really conflicted on whether or not I wanted to change their designs. Because I don't know about you, but I love Cloud's original design. Because my intent for her was to make her look fluffy, because you know she's a cloud. And if I did change the design, I still wanted to keep something that still showed that fluffiness, so under the skirt I added some type of soft puffy thing, whatever they are called, under the skirt, as well as the bottom part of the shirt. I also ended up keeping it for Star, because don't get me wrong, I still love her original design. But the more I looked at her star skirt, wrist things, and her neck, the more I thought that could potentially be dangerous. Because what if she was taking care of a kid, and the kid ended up poking their eyes out on the things on her wrists? So yeah, I had to change that. Also, with their new lore, I definitely had to change them, which I will get to shortly after this. And the last thing I changed was Star's personality, and the reason I changed it is because the more I looked at her and then at Moon, because I originally gave her more of a serious and sinister personality, that she was too similar to Moon, so I changed her from a more serious and strict personality to a more shy and quiet personality, which I personally think fits her more. I tried my best to draw her eyes in a more shy and innocent shape, but I am not that good at drawing, so forgive me. Also, about her eyes, I made them a dark pink and black before, but now they are light purple. So yeah, I should change Cloud's personality too, because she's supposed to be the happy one of the two. She's the Pinkie Pie to Star's Fluttershy, and Sun is the more happy one between them and him and Moon. Although, with Help Wanted 2 being out, it's revealed he's actually a lot more sassy and serious than we thought, which I actually really love. So I'm just gonna make something up and say that the only difference between her and Sun, personality-wise, is that she's not as bright or as serious as Sun is. So she's kind of dumb. One other thing I decided to make is that Cloud and Star, I feel like, they're gonna be the opposites of Sun and Moon. Like how Sun, I think, is the more responsible one of the two, and Moon is like a little gremlin. It's kind of the opposite for Cloud and Star. Star is more of the responsible one, and Cloud is kind of like the little evil gremlin who likes to mess around. So there's that too. So I guess you could say that she's a bit of an airhead. Get it? She's a cloud. Clouds are in the sky. The sky has air. I'll shut up now, moving on. The only two things I really kept with the designs are the obvious colors, white and blue and yellow and purple, and a function that I stated in the old video where their bows act as a little projectors and can project lights and pictures onto the ceiling and on the walls. Cloud's bow for right now would project things like animals and rainbows, while stars of course would project images of stars, planets, and constellations. Okay, so now onto the lore part, or their backstories, or what I thought up for them so far. Now, Cloud and Star are newer models, and instead of being made of metal like Sun and Moon, their bodies are made of soft silicone. And the reason for that is because I decided that instead of Cloud and Star taking care of older children, that they would be in charge of taking care of infants and babies in the new made-up Superstar Daycare Nursery. I figured that some families obviously have to come to the Pizzaplex with their babies or newborns because they have nowhere else to put them. And I think it's obvious that some places in the Pizzaplex aren't suitable for babies, between the loud music, sounds, and of course the constant flashing lights in places like the arcades. Now the babies could just be left with Sun and Moon in the daycare, but I figured some kids can be a little too rough and could have a chance of hurting the babies, so I came up with the daycare nursery, so the newborns and babies could have their own little space to be in, separated from all of the rowdy, loud kids. The nursery would include things like a play area with various baby toys, a feeding area that of course has fridges and shelves filled with baby food and baby formula, tables with high chairs where Cloud and Star can feed the babies, and a special bottle warmer, to warm up the bottles for the babies. And of course, probably the most important feature, a nap time area with lots of different cribs for the babies to sleep in. Oh, and for those of you wondering, are they one animatronic like Sun and Moon, or are they separate? As of right now, I decided to make them separate animatronics, and the reason for that is because looking back at Sun and Moon, I wasn't sure how a cloud could turn into a star. Because when the lights go out, Sun changes into Moon, his rays go away, he brings out a hat, and his colors change. Cloud and Star don't have the same face plates like they do, and granted, I know their bodies are made of silicone, but I am not smart, so I don't know how much or far silicone is able to stretch and contort, because the only way that you could turn a cloud into a star is if you were to stretch it out and mold it into the shape. And I'm not the best artist, so I did not attempt to test this out, so if there are any more experienced artists out there watching this that would like to take up the challenge and try to turn a cloud into a star, I would very much appreciate it. But I mean, lots of artists like to gel Sun and Moon with their own separate bodies, so maybe you could say in this made-up world where Cloud and Star exist, they are separate as well. I don't know, moving on. Another thing that I would like to mention is because Cloud and Star are newer models, Star doesn't have the supposed virus or issues that Moon has. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the book The Bobby Dots gives us a bit of a backstory to the daycare attendant. Before the daycare became a thing, Sun and Moon were the animatronics for the theater, Sun being the hero and Moon being the villain. But when the daycare was added, instead of just building a whole new robot to save money, they took Sun and Moon, programmed them with the knowledge to take care of children, and placed them in the daycare, leaving their theater code still in them, which is why Sun acts so dramatically in the games. And, or at least my theory was, at the time, that the reason why Moon acted the way that he did was because he still had his villain code from when he worked at the theater. And when the caregiver code was programmed into him, both codes didn't exactly mix well, and because of that, Moon comes off as more creepy. That was my theory at the time at least, but now with Help Wanted 2 out, spoilers for those who haven't finished or played the game yet, it looks like Moon may or may not be actually controlled by Vanny, going by the fact that they both have red eyes and is being used as Vanny's puppet. Which honestly might explain better now why Sun yells at us to keep the lights on. He's not just putting on an act, he's literally trying to protect us from Moon, because Moon actually wants to hurt us. He knows something happened, and it's obvious from a certain Moon plushie found in the Ruin DLC that Moon wasn't always this evil. It's so sad. I mean, look at the posters and decals of Moon around the Pizzaplex. Does this really look like the face of an animatronic that would want to hurt you? So yeah, sorry for rambling on, but basically, since she's newer, she most likely wouldn't have been infected or corrupted by Vanny yet. Honestly, if Star ever were to get taken over, I think she would act kind of like Mikan Tsumiki from Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair after she was brainwashed by Junko and turned into a remnant of despair. Okay, so on to, I think, the last topic that I would like to talk about regarding these two is new products. The reason why I'm saying this is because some of the animatronics in the game have their own branding products like candy or accessories, so I went out of my way to create some of my own new products for these two nursery attendants. The first one is obviously their own brand candy, like Sun and Moon have the Sundrop and Moondrop candies. Cloud and Star will have their own personal treats. Though I don't know about you, the name Cloudy Sky and Starry Sky doesn't really speak candy to me. It kind of sounds more like a type of drink or some type of beverage. And considering that the Pizzaplex is a place for children, I went ahead and made Cloud and Star their own personal brand, Slushies! Because kids love slushies. Cloud, of course, gets cotton candy flavor, and Star, I was going to make it grape, but Roxy already has a Fizzy Faz in that flavor, so she is blackberry instead. And just for funsies, also because I was bored, I made slushies for Sun and Moon as well. Sun has banana flavor and Moon is blue raspberry. And because I was even more bored, I made slushies for the Glamrax as well. The main four are just their regular Fizzy Faz flavors, and Bonnie and Foxy get cherry and tropical punch. Why tropical punch? Well, I was running out of blue colored flavors, and there aren't a lot of blue flavors other than blue raspberry and cotton candy. Oh, and I know some of you out there are Sun and Moon Show and Lunar and Earth Show fans, so for more funsies, I went ahead and made flavors for Earth, Lunar, Solar/Eclipse, Blood Moon, and Ruin. Earth is green apple, Lunar is tutti frutti, Solar or Eclipse is pina colada, Blood Moon is cranberry, and Ruin is coconut. And I'm sorry DJ Music Man fans, but I didn't have time and or forgot to make a slushie for him, so let's just say his flavor is watermelon and move on. So the other object that I made, of course, since we are talking about babies, is pacifiers! And these pacifiers are special because they are scented pacifiers. Trust me, they are real, I looked them up. They are used to help soothe babies and even relieve pain. So here are the designs I made for their themed pacifiers, and of course I made ones for Sun and Moon, and the other Glamrocks as well as pacifiers for Earth, Lunar, Solar, Blood Moon, and Ruin, just for funsies. I had other things I wanted to make, like Fazbear brand baby food and even baby bottles, themed after the animatronics, as well as maybe even like little baby onesies, but I didn't have time to draw all of them because I wanted to get this done in time for Christmas, which obviously didn't happen now. So if I have time in the near future, or if I can remember, I'll draw them and post them in the community tab, as well as my Instagram and Tumblr. So yeah, that's basically all I have for now. I'm pretty confident in these designs, and I think they look more like they could fit into Security Breach. And like I said, I really hope to do more with these characters. I'm just not sure what. Maybe make models of them and roleplay as them, but I don't know. I'm not confident in my voice acting, and rigging is hard. Also, I feel like I'd be copying the Sun and Moon Show, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, that's basically it, really. I hope you enjoyed this video, tell me what you think, and I hope you all have a nice day. Like I said at the beginning of the video, Merry late Christmas, Happy early New Year, and I hope to see you all again soon. Bye!